Okay, everybody, this video is going to be a very special and very important one. I do not want to discuss only the XRP price or any crypto for that matter, but also talk a little bit more about some passions and some fears and some thoughts within the crypto community. So all in all, some pretty important stuff is going to be covered here today. So make sure you press the like button and subscribe to support the channel, but also to enter into our 100 XRP giveaway. It is not a joke, it is not fake. It's kind of ironical because I want to talk more about giveaways, but make sure you do that so you're automatically entered, and if we hit 1,200 likes, we're giving that away. And why I said it is ironical is because Brad Garlinghouse has just posted more over on Twitter stating, "Good morning to everyone besides scammers who are defrauding people with fake XRP giveaways." And the fake ones he's referring to are just guys who say, "You send me one and I'll send you two back," or of course the bigger variants of that. It's something that kind of originated in RuneScape and possibly has happened for thousands of years. I don't even know, but yeah, it's really here very apparent in crypto as well. And funny enough, it's also one of the biggest scams, social media scams ever to exist, since when all the big Twitterari's were hacked, they all wrote that little line down, "You send me one, I'll send you two," but then of course the bigger variant. Hackers are using IDN homograph attacks, e.g. capital I instead of lowercase I, in ripple.com, etc. And these websites can stay up for months despite reporting them. So let's check this one out here. Ripple posted, "Beware of the latest giveaway scam. There is a fake email and fraudulent website circulating offering community incentive programs or XRP incentive plans. Neither Ripple nor any executive of our company has offered or will ever offer free giveaways of digital assets. An XRP giveaway is not endorsed by, affiliated with, maintained, authorized, or sponsored by our company. For tips on how to spot scams, check out our blog." And again, if it looks like this, it will be a scam, so you watch out for it. And again, the only reason I'm doing giveaways on this channel is not to try, make you guys more susceptible to scams or anything like that. It is just because I sometimes like to give back, and not a lot of you guys know that, but my whole crypto journey, or at least a good part of the YouTube part of it, started because of a giveaway, and that's why I really like them so much, and that's also why I do them. That's, I want to kind of keep that in. A lot of people have said, "Man, keep your money, it is yours." I know, but I like them. I really like them a lot. Having said that, guys, I also want to tell you guys to go quickly follow 5-Minute Crypto. I think it's going to be really important that you guys follow this one for if you do not have that much time to update yourself with all the videos I do here. And I'm going to try post on here daily. All right, so the idea behind this page is just one quick little 5-minute video about crypto daily. So you just get your update and you can move on. But since I post so much on here and I'm so busy with a lot of other things that I talk about in my Growth Masters Academy channel, I sometimes don't have the time to post here anymore. But I'm going to get back to it. Going to post a lot, so check it out. And also, if you want to get this sheet, tons of people have been asking me, you can get it over by becoming a member, all right? So this is kind of a paid thing. I don't like to say it that way, but it is. If you support the channel, it's for free. Otherwise, just look at what it looks like and copy it. Just make it yourself. It is not that difficult. Having said that, guys, let's move on here. I've warned you for scams. They're also always in the comment section. I try to ban them, but it's hard. If somebody comments under my name, it's pretty easy to spot by just looking at the bar around their name. If it's just a comment like anybody else's, it is not me. If there's a dark gray bar around the name, it is going to be me. And an easy way to spot that is by just going to one of my videos and looking here, for example. Let's take a look at this video right here. If there's not a dark bar behind the name, let's see here, test, for example, there will always be this dark bar, all right? If it's not there, it is not me, or you can just quickly press the channel. That's also another thing you could do. All right, let's move on though, because I've talked enough about scams. Talking XRP price, whenever I make a video, some people sometimes think that prices have to go up instantly. And that's a very, very common and also very important misconception, as none of these videos here are actually claiming that prices are going to instantly go up. All right, we will always keep testing back down, and that's also why I put the green line in here, and actually talk to you guys a little bit earlier about retesting and, kind of confirming our move, as it's a very, very important part to understand. A lot of these moves are not, just for the hand. I don't know how to say it in English, just plain in sight. And a lot of them you have to kind of not necessarily hope, but kind of have to doubt for, or it's not 100% certain. And thus, whenever I say something like we might surge just now, it's still not a secure thing, so please do not use this as financial advice. There's just a higher chance of the price doing that. But again, my bigger thoughts about this was we're just building a base here and we're retesting, but we are generally going higher, which is very positive. And again, I'm seeing a very positive outlook for this. A lot of you guys commented, talk about Tron. Talk about it. Is that one still good? Even though I don't hold that much Tron anymore, since I think Justin Sun is a good marketer, and I'll give him that, but I don't really see the fundamentals of Tron itself that much anymore. But the price is still looking good though. I mean, everything is looking pretty damn juicy. We're having a pretty solid, very, very short term on the 1 hour uptrend here. We just fell back down like any other altcoin did. Literally every other altcoin did exactly the same thing. So the only thing is, I think Tron is actually going a little bit better on its course than some of these altcoins, as some of them, like Ethereum, for example, are falling down a little bit harder. But even for this one, I think that the trend is still looking pretty damn positive and everything is still looking good. So again, I'm not really worried about any altcoin for that matter, not Tron either. And again, when I say any altcoin, I mean the top ones. And my bigger plan for XRP is still in play, right? It's still in play. This is all according to the plan. It does not matter. If we go back down a little bit, it doesn't matter as long as we get to this top zone, within a couple of weeks here. Hopefully within a couple of days, but at least if we get there within let's say within 1 week, if we get there, then everything is still according to plan. Otherwise, we're going to have to adjust a little bit, because that would mean we're going to fall down lower. For example, it could look something like, like this a little bit more, like something like this, where we're going to, really change things up now. That would be a little bit crazy. But theoretically speaking, it's possible, right? That we have to just change our time to a little bit further. You guys see what I'm trying to say here? Then everything would just kind of shift depending on how far we go to the lower side. If that doesn't happen though, and again, this was the lowest point we've hit, then what we just drew was hopefully the best we could go for. So I'm waiting for this to unfold. I'm still hoping it will. Everything is still looking like it though, but maybe worst scenario is the blue line that's going to play out. Analyst who predicted Bitcoin's 2018 low says another drop is likely. I put this up here because I just want to quickly address that there will always be people who are going to claim the price is going to go down, and it's just up to you to see who you trust and which prediction you like more. But none of us will be right 100% of the time, and there's always going to be people who have a benefit in the prices going down or claiming that they will. Keep that in your mind as you go through with these things and reading them. And also, prices going down are not a bad thing. All right, I've showed you guys this sheet here is not only to, put in your future profit and kind of, have only that part set. It's also to kind of track for yourself what the prices are doing and understanding the bigger concept of just tracking your wealth, tracking your money, but also to get some mental stability. As prices move down, you'll get scared. A lot of people do, and that's what's keeping you from making the big money most of the time, because you get scared and you let your emotions play a role. Which, by the way, if I get excited here, it's never going to be an impulse buy. I never do that. I would never. I just sometimes get excited when I talk to you, but it's not really me buying or selling that's excited, if you guys get me, right? I'm still doing these things very rationally, guys. I think about them very properly, as I'm not really playing around with money in that sense. Having said that, this chart is also to make sure that you know your buys, you know your exit, and you are not going to just mess up somewhere in the middle. If you've written down your full exit plan, which is again why I'm giving this stuff, for just becoming a channel member, I could have literally asked people money by just giving them some cashing out prices and telling them to, stick with it, because that's the biggest secret of making money by trading or by holding, just knowing where you're going to exit out and how much. That is the most valuable tip anybody could ever give you. It's worth literally thousands of future dollars for you, most likely, by just putting down where you're going to cash out up front. If you put that down, guys, you're so strong. You're so far ahead of the rest, as you won't be susceptible to any of these short-term price, developments. The only thing you can kind of think about is, can I buy more? Right? But that's not going to give you that much stress as long as you know you're good longer term, because anything you buy at might go down for a little bit. You might have bought more if you waited, But it's not like you made a misplacement, because ultimately things are going where you think they are. If you're strong in your shoes and if you're a strong holder. And you'll become a stronger holder by, again, filling out your cashing out prices. Then a lot of people claim that Spark has something to do with this run. I've debunked that claim a couple of times now. I've actually said a couple of times as well that I don't think you should be hoping for a huge amount of money with Spark. I have tested this on Twitter, and a lot of you guys are overly positive with Spark. I think that's just some hopium, where people are hoping for some crazy Spark action to get even more money out of this run. But please, guys, be realistic. Spark is most likely not going to earn you a lot of money. I've told you guys a multitude of reasons why not. One of them being the Spark or Flare really founders. They'll get 55% of all the Spark in existence. Second of all, only a small part of this Spark will actually be tradable. And third of all, it's kind of sketchy as of this point. A lot of people are not trusting it yet, and I'm still waiting out to claim everything on the ledger, because I don't know if there's something, in the agenda. I don't really think there is, but there could be. The reason I say I don't think there is because they're already making enough money by having 55% of all the Spark in existence. So why would they also scam us out of our XRP in a certain sense, or do something with that Spark that we've kind of wanted to claim or something? There's multiple ways they can scam us, but there's also not that many reasons why they would do that if they're already having 55%. It's in the best interest to let that project go as smoothly as possible so they can make money with Spark. Then a lot of people have said in the comment section, you're afraid of Libra. I've also told you guys very, very often, that's not a thing to worry about. It's not a thing to worry about at all. These are two completely different worlds, and Libra is not going to interfere, I don't think, at least. And another one I saw was these wallets and the self-custody wallets, which kind of just means, you controlling your own money. You maybe possibly in the future have to verify to exchanges that wallet is yours before you can withdraw, which is just an AML measure. It's not that crazy of a measure, but it would definitely hurt crypto's legitimacy, as you as exchanges, at least at the start, are going to have to comply with that, which is definitely not something that people are going to be liking, which could hurt crypto a lot. Definitely. Why institutions really give a damn about Bitcoin? This is also some of the bigger pictures that you should understand. One is that, again, a lot of this has to do with correcting to gain more, but a lot of this also has to do with retail FOMO and retail just being dumb and buying the top. Institutions, they give a damn about Bitcoin because they know the fundamentals, and they're not letting go. I've told you guys before, these companies that are buying Bitcoin, they are not planning on letting any of that go in any time. So the thing that you're kind of missing maybe is that you'll be like, okay, let me quickly buy or sell or do something like that. You're debating, you're trembling in your freaking shoes. Meanwhile, these guys are just picking it up. And you can't really stop them, as they'll most likely never let this crypto go again. Maybe in 50 years when you're already, old and shrimpled, maybe they'll let it go. But for right now, they're just picking it up like it's freaking, I don't know, toys in the toy store that are given out for free. I don't even know what kind of comparison to make. But they're definitely not letting go of it. So that's something to consider. On the same kind of note, it's actually a different note, actually. on a certain note, talking about stock prices, I just kept seeing those stock prices here at the top. And I had stock in my head because I check Yahoo Finance whenever I'm trading stocks, by the way. This one is kind of funny because some people seem to forget that there's a bigger picture at play. All right, think 10 years back. Where was XRP? Well, it was non-existent. Where was crypto? Well, it was there for just a little while, and it was very, very dirt cheap. Okay, think 6 years back. What was XRP at? XRP was at $0.002. $0.002. That is crazy, right? If you start to consider where it's at right now, at about 60 cents, and it used to be $0.002. Right now it's 0.6. That's already a crazy return in just 6 years. That's already crazy. But then consider that we're still just at the start of this, and that a very small amount of the world knows about crypto. I mean, a very small amount of the world, or a percentage of the world, knows about investing itself, but even a way lesser percentage knows about investing in crypto. And it's only going to be getting bigger. We all know it. We all have heard about it. A couple of things that also have determined that and have proven that is the search results. Again, they're kicking back to 2017 levels as people are getting ahead of themselves again and learning about crypto and possibly or potentially thinking about buying the top somewhere in the future. Because, of course, most people that learn about it now, they're not investing, they're watching. And they'll invest when we get to higher points. Again, another thing to confirm that. But if we're talking prices and where they're going to go, 589 is not my target, guys. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's very improbable. And I don't think you should be hoping for that. Just to keep your, your head sane, please don't hope for it. But on the other hand, a lot of things people thought would never be possible, and it was. So in terms of market cap, I'm never going to put a cap there. Just in terms of what a lot of guys over at Ripple and Logic can kind of say. XRP Darren asked, at what price would you quit your job? And David Schwartz, the CTO over at Ripple, said $1. Now, I don't know if that's the truth or if it's just for fun, but somebody asked, what's your next project? He said either decentralized social media, blockchain for all transaction processing applications, or watching TV, playing video games, and eating bonbons. And when somebody asked, how much do you have? He said about between 1 and 10 million XRP. And here, I think it's just for fun. But, it's supposedly, I think, a talk with Brad Garlinghouse, within the CTO and the CEO then. Just so we are clear, you aren't allowed to quit. You can see the emoji. 1,000 people like that tweet, so I guess they want me to. I'll tweet and ask for everyone to like. If they don't want you to quit, whoever get more likes wins. Deal? And I'm just going to say David Schwartz is a freaking great memer, man. So, again, I'm going to take this as a joke for right now. I don't know if it is the truth. I don't really mind it, though. As David has already said before, there are a lot of reasons why Ripple would want higher XRP prices. And, I mean, we all kind of want that, right? We all want it partially because of Ripple's utility and partially because of Ripple can build with that and how the use case is going to get better the higher it is and the more liquid it will be. On a different note, we just want it because it will give us more money in our pockets. Let's be honest. That's a big reason behind it as well. And yeah, guys, that was it for today's video. Just kind of shouting in some fears, or what is it now? Putting down some fears. I don't know what else to say there. Just getting rid of some fears I thought were important to discuss. Again, we're getting very close to 95 cents for XRP, which I've thought about and talked about, which is a very important level. It's like 50. No, wait, let's see. 44 cents, 50 cents, 59, and 69. Were very important levels. And then I guess 78 and 92 are also there on par. But again, 78 is not really a level I admire. I think it's more so just this zone, which is interesting. And this one, again, starting about 88 cents or so. This is right now, let's see if we can keep up the testing and take it back up from here. Let's hope it does. Because that means we have a very good backing and we can actually start seeing, again, some pushes towards at least this zone here. Hopefully at about 69 cents and hopefully even beyond. But right now, it is 3 something a.m. When I release this video, it will most likely be somewhere around maybe like 5 a.m. My time, that is. Why? Well, again, guys, I don't like to make these videos when things have already happened. And right now, I just want to tell you guys about what I think is going to go on before it actually goes on. You can see the time right here, 2:09 UTC. The reason I do this, once more, is to show you guys that I am trying to predict stuff rather than walking on with hindsight, trying to say, I told you so. That's, again, purely for that reason. All right, I'm going to try, and maybe to a certain degree, because I also think this way I can just hopefully give my prediction, go to bed, and not have to watch XRP. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here for a couple of hours just looking at the price and angering myself for not being confident enough to take some trades. No, I'm just kidding. Again, everything is about fundamentals, as I've said before. Taking trades, in my opinion, is just a very, very non-emotional thing, but it can still get on your nerves and on your psyche. I don't know what else. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Take care, have a nice day, and make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and also check out 5 Minute Crypto for more updates starting tomorrow every single day. How long am I going to pull through? I don't know.